Just when you think everything's amazing, something horrible can happen in your real estate transaction. Hi, my name is Nancy Haas, and I'm CEO of the Haas Group in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I look like a doctor, but I'm not. This is the science of real estate. I'd say around 30% have some sort of an issue. Sometimes it's higher. But first, let me introduce my guest. Who are you?
I'm Michael Blowney, COO of the Haas Group. I don't want to overstep my bounds, and I'm also the chief negotiator, and I'm also married to her. So there you go.
I'm
yeah. So this is a tale of it isn't over till it's over.
Correct. It ain't over till it's over. And yes, you feel like everything's great. You've got somebody that wants to buy your home. You're going to be closing. You've got the date. You've got the first deposit. And then things start to happen like, oh, the title company needs to pull title and find out what's going on in this home. And is the title clear? Is there a cloud on title? Which means there's a dark cloud on the title and something bad has happened. And we were not aware in this particular situation. We keep talking about the same house, but a lot happened with this one house. Lovely couple, we adore them. Unfortunately, they have moved far away. They Michael and I suddenly got information from the title company that said
there were clouds on the titles because building permits had not been cleared by the building department.
Was it 5 clouds or 6?
No, it was like
7?
12 or so, something like that. It was crazy. The problem was that our clients, the sellers, had purchased this while it was still being rehabbed. And when they closed, it hadn't been completely rehabbed and certain permits hadn't been closed out. That should be the responsibility of the developer, but they dropped the ball.
Yes, and then also their realtor didn't do a lot of research. Maybe he didn't have a lot of experience. I don't know him. But he did not go in and find out, are all the permits closed? Is everything set? And if the builder's like, oh, well, we're still doing these things, we're not going to close these permits yet, then guess what you do? You ask for money at the closing table so that there's money held in escrow, maybe even like $50,000 because there's all these permits out. And guess who inherits those permits?
The buyer.
The new buyer.
The new owner inherits that, and they're responsible for taking care of it. If they don't know about it, like our clients didn't know about it, they can't take care of it. It's not like the building department has come to you and say,
hey, you need to take care of these things until somebody starts looking for it.
And unfortunately, we didn't find out about it until 4 days before closing?
4 days before closing.
4 days before
Picture 12 rain clouds over us, raining down. Everyone is crying and panicking. We had to stay calm. We were the calm amid the storm, and we had to freaking solve it because we had to get these people to the closing table. They had to leave, and the people had to move into the new home. And so we started to call. We got the name of the original builder somehow. The buyers that are now our sellers retained the names of the builder. So they actually had her name. So we Googled her, we called her. She said, I don't have any permits out on the property. Of course she said that. And then somehow we found the name. Oh, she gave us the name of, it must have been my subs. It must have been the subs that were all the subcontractors. So we get the nicest subcontractor on the phone. I did. And we had the best conversation. And he starts looking up stuff on his driving. He pulls over, takes out his notes in his phone, and he's like, it was the original builder that took out all those permits. It wasn't any of the subs. And I'm like, damn it. Then what did we do?
We wrote a letter and attached an attorney and said, these are things that have to be cleared up, and we need your help to do that. And we've attached an attorney on this, and this has to be done quickly. And she wrote back a little while later and said, well, it's not really my responsibility, but I've attached my lawyer to this, and we'll see if there's anything that we can do. Well, 4 hours later, everything's okay.
Yep.
So
guess who cleared all her permits? She probably paid her permits, but then no one followed through so that title could see that all those were paid.
Yeah.
So we did get to closing.
That we did.
High five to that.
Not only did we get to closing, though, we actually went to the building department building, snuck in because the door was locked, went upstairs to this empty office, and some guy comes out and he's like, "Can I help you?" Right? Nice guy, really nice guy. We told him what we needed. He said, "I was just working on that. I think I could just print something out for you so you can show your buyer's agent that everything's okay."
Right.
So everybody's calm.
So what did I do in front of that man?
Oh, genuflex, kneel down.
I got down on the floor and almost kissed that man's shoes, but I got down and said, "Oh my God, I am not worthy. Thank you so much." We were so grateful because we were going to close. We couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So happy ending to a crazy story. But, you know, the moral of the story is, for God's sakes, investigate your realtor, find out who they are. Every person on every street corner can get a real estate license. Good for you. But you want somebody with a track record, a great reputation, somebody that has followed through, that's somebody that has been in a bunch of different markets like ourselves. I think I've been in like 5 or 6 different crazy markets.
And also somebody who has resources that they can fall back on and ask people for advice on what to do, because we can't all know everything, but we can fall back on the people who do. So get with a realtor who knows what they're doing, but isn't so big-headed, right, that they can't ask for help at the same time.
No
Somebody
lazy,
that you can trust.
No lazy realtors.
Right.
And I trust this one. I'm going to give you this. Ready? Click. That's it.